don't even have an excuse. I wish I had an excuse as to how this has happened yet again, but you guys know me by now. I'm a book buying addict. There. I said it, I've admitted it, okay? Also, for some reason, I don't know how this has happened, by the way, I have multiple of the same book, so I might have to return them or put them on Vinted. My Vinted is down below, by the way. I have added so many books recently. If you guys want to check it out, it is linked down below, because if you guys didn't know, me and Ryan are moving. We are, fingers crossed, going to be moving and out of this flat by Christmas and moving in to our very own flat that we bought, and we have been renovating. It has been such a long process, let me tell you. Props to Ryan, because honestly he's done like 99.9% of the work, and I'm so thankful for him, because I just can't. I just honestly, it makes my brain feel like it's going to explode, like talking about tiles, carpet, paint. This is a tangent. Anyway, you guys didn't come here for that random ramble. All I'm saying is I've sold a lot of books. For what purpose, I don't know, because now I have so many books to share with you. It's ridiculous. So please go and get a coffee, go and get a tea, get a snack, get your blanket, because this is going to be a long one. I'm sorry in advance. I am not going to go through every synopsis of every single book, because we would be here all day long, but I will hold up the synopsis so you guys can pause and read if you wish. So we've got a book haul. Let's go. These books are going to be in no particular order, no shop order. I will just grab and go, because I have got not one, not two, but 7 bags of books. Like, I don't know how this happened. A lot of these, I will admit, were pre-orders. So when I came back from America, I was like, oh, I've got boxes upon boxes of books here. Don't know how that happened, but anyway, here we are. So let's dive in. The first one we have is from The Works. I love The Works. The Works is such an incredible place for books, because they are affordable and they have always got good offers on, and it means I can buy more for my money. So the first one we have is Be Right Back by Bill Wood. This is book 2 in his series that he started, I think, this time last year. Have I read book 1? No. I am just being a supportive queen. He is a TikToker and I wanted to buy it. So this is the book. Please have a pause and read if you so wish. I am very excited. I might even just read book 1 and book 2 this October. I feel like it's really good for this sort of spooky season. And if I miss it again, I have to wait till next year. So I might actually pick these ones up really soon. So that is the first book I picked up. Next up is a book which I found in TK Maxx. Surprisingly, I went there with my friend and really on a whim had a browse in the book section, of course, and I found this, and this is The Pucking Wrong Number by C.R. Jane. As far as I'm aware, this is a darker, spicy hockey romance. I had this on my Amazon wishlist, which, if you guys haven't ever seen it, it's always down below, but I had it on my wishlist for ages, and then I took the whole series off. I had a bit of a book cleanse on there and got rid of a bunch of books that I didn't really want to read anymore. This one I took off, and then I saw it in TK Maxx, and it was literally like $3.99 or something, and here we are. That is why I picked it up. So again, feel free to pause and read. I believe this is book 1. I'm hoping so. So I'm excited to see what it's about. But yeah, spicy hockey romance, so a win-win. Next up, we have The Intruder by Frida McFadden. This is one of her recent releases. Of course, I had to pick it up. This is the Works Sprayed Edge edition, which I don't love, to be honest. I think most of my books by Frida are all plain, but I thought, you know what, it's a fiver. I can keep spending double the amount when it's just sprayed edges. Do you know what I mean? So I picked this one up. I don't really love to read her book synopsis, to be honest. I love to go into them blind, so that is what it says if you want to read it, and I'm very likely to read this within the next week or 2, because I cannot wait any longer, honestly. Next up, we have a Christmas release, and this is Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. I cannot wait for this one. I absolutely love reading Christmas books around Christmas time, of course, but I usually do a kind of like reading Christmas books for a week kind of video. I might do one again this year. If I do, this book will definitely get featured. I cannot wait to dive into this one. Hannah Grace is a very fun author for me. I find her books very spicy but fun and light and easy to read, so I cannot wait to dive into that one. And this one was also from The Works for £5. Absolute bargain, if I do say so myself. Next up, we have another book from The Works. This one was £5 as well, and this is Change of Heart by Bailey Hannah. This is basically a series about cowboys, a cowboy romance series. Have I started it? No, this is book 3. I have book 1 and 2 already, and this is the synopsis if you would like to have a read. But the cover of these, I'm sorry, beautiful. I cannot wait to read these books, honestly, and I'm just itching for another cowboy romance. So I think I might pick this series up very soon. Next up is, of course, another book from the works, and this is People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. I cannot wait for this one. I have heard a lot of good things about this one. I've heard it's spicy, I've heard it's fun. I really, really want to read this one, especially this time of year. This is screaming autumn fall time. Look at those sprayed edges, absolutely obsessed. This is the back. If you guys would like to have a read of it, I really want to read it, and I'm sorry, but the MMC dreamboat, honestly. Cannot wait to dive into this one. I don't really know much, I can't get my words out. I'm so excited, I can't get my words out. Yeah, I don't really know much about what this one is about. All I know is, oh, those pages make a funny noise. Anyway, ramble. Let's move on. We may as well carry on with another book from the works, and this is The Favourites by Leanne Fargo. I think that's how you pronounce her name. This one, I wasn't even interested in reading, okay? But then Bestie Kendall went on and on about how incredible this book was, and I was like, you've twisted my arm. And it has a sprayed edge. Like, why would I not want to pick this up? The cover is beautiful. She mentioned it's very similar to like the style of Daisy Jones and the Six. It's kind of interview-ish. It's giving that sort of vibe, and I cannot wait to dive in. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one, and that is, I'm pretty sure it's about ice skating. So there, I'm excited about that. Weirdly, I have 2 books from Sainsbury's of all places. Sometimes Sainsbury's have absolute bargains. So the first one we have is Not Part of the Plan by Lucy Score. This is part of her series, which is the A Blue Moon series. Have I started it? No. Are we surprised? Absolutely not. This is the back if you guys would like to have a read of it. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, the cover is stunning. It is giving more springtime though, but I cannot wait to dive into this one. And this one I think was £5.50. And then also from Sainsbury's we have a teeny novella. This is 6 Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent. This is a teeny tiny little book which retails for £9. Insane. And I found it for £5.50 in Sainsbury's, and this goes along with the other books in her series, which is called, oh my goodness, what is it? I can see it, Serpent in the Wings of Night, that series, so I had to pick that one up. I've decided I'm going to do all paperbacks first because I actually surprisingly have quite a few hardbacks to share with you. So the next 2 books are both by T.L. Swan. I'm pretty sure the other 2 in the series aren't out yet, and I did, oh actually other 3 should I say. I did actually want to read these books for a while, but the covers were just not a vibe. Like, any cover that has like a naked man on the front, not a bit of me, although I do actually have one of those in this haul, surprisingly. But then I saw that she was releasing these, and I was like, I need those. Like, I need them. So this is part of her series. I don't actually know what it's called. Oh, the Miles High Club series. So we have the Stopover and the Takeover. I am sorry. How beautiful are these? Like, just take a look at the cover, but not only the cover, the matching sprayed edge, absolutely stunning. And the back, obviously, if you want to have a read, you are more than welcome. All I know about these is these are kind of spicy, I don't know how to describe it. Just spicy books, I suppose. These were like spicy, romancy kind of vibes. I'm not really sure, but all I know is that I wanted to read them ages ago, and I spotted these, and I just can't wait. And I'm sorry, but they're just stunning. Stunning. Did I buy them for the edges? I did. I'm not gonna lie, I did. One of my favourite authors released a brand new book this past month, and that is Burning Daylight by Emily McIntyre. I cannot wait for this. I'm sorry, but the MMC, absolutely delightful. I cannot wait to dive into this one. This one is honestly giving, like, I don't even know, Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, like fairy tale. It's giving princess, and I'm just so excited. Maybe Romeo and Juliet, I don't know. I'm just really intrigued by this one. It's stunning, and honestly, anything she releases, I will instantly buy. I pre-ordered this one as soon as she said it was coming out, and I didn't even read what it was about, so love that. And I also got that one from Waterstones. The next book is A Road Trip with a Vampire by Jenna Levine. This one is actually available in the works, by the way, with the sprayed edge. I picked mine up from Waterstones, but this cover is absolutely beautiful. Honestly, I really need to start this series because I feel like this, for this time of year, is perfect, and I just cannot wait to dive in. So if you want to read the back, obviously, you are more than welcome, but it might spoil the other books. So that is the back. This one, I'm guessing, vampire romance, rom-commy vibes. That's all I'm getting. The next book is the third book in a trilogy, and that is Bitter Burn by Sierra Simone. I do earn, I think it's Salt Kiss and Honeycut. Yes, I have those. Have I read them? No, but it's part of a trilogy. I need to get the third one. That is honestly one of my big red flags, is buying the whole series without even starting it. I need to stop it, honestly. This one I am really, really excited about. I can't wait to start this series, to be honest, and knowing that it's finally finished, I feel like will make me want to read it quicker. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like if it's not finished, I'll be really annoyed when I finish it that I can't get the next one, you know? Anyway, that one was from Waterstones also. The next two books are also part of a series, and the series is by LJ Shen, and it's the Forbidden Love series. So we have got Wildest Dreams, which is the most beautiful cover I have ever seen. If that doesn't scream me, I don't know what will. This is part of the Truly, Madly, Deeply series, and I'm really, really looking forward to diving into this one. We then have Handsome Devil, which I believe is book 2, book 3. Correct me if I'm wrong. The only thing, okay, this just doesn't look like part of the same series. Do you know what I mean? It's such different vibes. Like, I'm getting complete different vibes by these. I don't know why. So the back of this one, if you want to have a read, you are more than welcome. And then we have the back of this one as well. And obviously you have Truly, Madly, Deeply, which is this one down here. But yeah, I am excited to dive into these. I do really enjoy LJ Shen's writing. I just don't love the cover of these because they don't match. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm excited to dive into them though. Of course, Elsie Silver released Wildcard recently, and I had to pick it up. This one is available in Waterstones and the Works, and I think in the Works it is £5, which is an absolute bargain. This is part of her, is it the Rose Hill series? I'm pretty sure, yes, the Rose Hill series, and this is the 4th and final book, I think, as far as I'm aware, in that series, and I'm excited again to dive in. I am reading all of Elsie Silver's books in release order, so I have read the Gold Rush Ranch, I think that's the one it is, the series of 4 books. I've read that now, so now I'm on to Chestnut Springs, which I cannot wait to fly through, if I'm being honest with you, and then I get to finally dive into this series and then hopefully catch up by her next release, which is probably going to be around the corner, so I'm excited about this one. The next book I have is Nightshade by Autumn Woods, and I'm going to be so honest with you guys, I don't remember ordering this. Like, I don't remember ever ordering it because I have got the Works version. I can literally see it on my shelf right there. So I'm thinking, why did I order this? I mean, the cover of this one is stunning, like so much more my vibe. So to be honest with you, I'm going to keep both. But yeah, do I remember ordering it? No, I don't. I don't really know much about what this one's about. It says, he's her enemy, she's his everything. I love an enemies to lovers, so I cannot wait to see if this one is any good. I've heard this one is like in an academy style setting, which I'm really intrigued by, so that is the next book I've picked up. Something you guys may not know about me, I am a 31-year-old, but I love me a good YA mystery. I freaking love them. So people like Karen M. McManus, absolutely love her books, and also Cynthia Murphy is one of my all-time faves. Her plot twists, every time I'm on the floor. I never see it coming. She's kind of like the YA version of Frida McFadden. Like, every single time I read one of her books and Frida's books, I kind of read them and I get the same feeling of, what the hell have I just read? Like, I can't believe I didn't see that coming. So one of her books, actually, it was called Win, Lose, Kill, Die. I did not see that plot twist coming, and I was absolutely gobsmacked when I was reading it. But yeah, this is her newest book, which is Keep Your Friends Close. I ordered this one absolutely ages ago, and I can't wait to dive in. I love these as like little cleansers. I feel like when I've read a really chunky fantasy or something, these are perfect just to kind of cleanse the brain. I then have Leave Me Behind by K.M. Moranova. This one I think went pretty popular on TikTok. I saw a lot of TikToks about it. Did I look into this book any further before ordering it? No, I didn't. I literally added it to my basket straight away. On the back it says, together our broken pieces can do anything. I am not reading anything else about it, but all I want to say is, like, this scene, I need to read it immediately. Like, I cannot wait for that. Is it going to be an enemies to lovers? I'm so excited. And I think there are other books in this series coming out too, so I'm really intrigued about this one. I might even include it in a reading vlog. I also need, sorry, I'm going on a ramble now. I also do need reading vlog ideas. Like, if you see any books in hauls that you want me to read, or if you want like an entire series reading vlog, anything like that, let me know, because I have so many books to read and not enough reading vlog ideas, so let me know in the comments below. The next one we have is an absolute monster. Like, look at the size of it. This is of course Fairy Tale by Veronica Lancet, I think that's how you pronounce her name. I saw this everywhere when I was in America, and I knew that I'd pre-ordered it, but I was so tempted to pick it up anyway because I wanted to start it so badly. The cover of this, it sounds stupid, the flop and the cover, name a better duo. Like, actually name a better one, because, like, look at that. Oh, I wish all our books were like that. In the UK, our books are so stiff. Like, for example, that's not a good example. Hang on, I will find an example. Like, look at the difference. Tell me which looks more comfortable to read, because it's just insane, isn't it? It's like reading a brick of wood. Anyway, this is Fairytale. I don't really know too much about what this one is about. All I know is that it was a best-selling book. It went absolutely viral on TikTok, and your girl had to give it a read. So I picked it up, and I cannot wait to dive in, honestly. It's just so many pages. I don't want to see a spoiler. We have literally 730 pages. Insane. The next book I actually picked up like a few days ago, and that is The Shadow Bride by Shelby Mulhaurin. I think that's how you pronounce her name. This is the author of The Scarlet Veil, which went absolutely crazy a year or so ago. Have I read The Scarlet Veil? No. I really, really want to though, because I'm pretty sure it's a vampire book, which I love. I just haven't gotten to it yet, so it is one of those books that is high on my list, but I'm just trying not to start too many series at the moment, but I feel like it's never going to end, so I may as well just dive into a few new books. Anyway, if you see any books here that you recommend me, by the way, please let me know. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's an absolutely beautiful cover. I saw it instantly and I knew that I wanted to pick this one up, and obviously it finishes off a series I am hoping to read soon, so I had to get it. Then we have the Waterstones edition of A Love Letter to Whiskey. This book has been on my Amazon wishlist for years. I'm not even kidding, like absolutely ages, and as soon as I saw that Waterstones were releasing it and doing their own kind of twist on it with the sprayed edges, I knew that I was going to get their version. This one I believe was about £10, but I just cannot wait to dive into it. I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and it's just stunning. Like, it's absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to read it. I think this one has a bonus chapter as well, which I can't wait for. So yeah, really happy and excited to dive into that one. Another Christmas book which is on my TBR for December, and that is Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal by Megan Quinn. This one, again, as soon as I saw it was coming out, I knew that I wanted to get it. She wrote a Christmas book last year, which was How My Neighbour Stole Christmas. I loved that book. I thought it was so good. I did a reading vlog on it. You can find it on my channel, but I had a really good time with it, so I thought, you know what? Maybe she's just a great Christmas author. Maybe that is what she is to me, a really great Christmas book author. But her books are spicy, they're always fun, and I'm really excited. So this is what it's about. If you would like to have a little read, you are more than welcome. But yeah, love the cover, love the author, cannot wait to dive into that one. Then we have Enigma by Runix. Runix also wrote the book Gothicana, which I think might be the first one possibly in this series. This one also is quite floppy. For like a UK book, this one's actually quite decent, but this one I don't really want to read the back just in case it does spoil anything. If you guys want to have a read, you are more than welcome. I really loved Gothicana. I thought it was such a good book, so I can't wait to dive into another one of their books. You guys know how much I loved Lila Sage's cowboy romance series, and as soon as I saw that she was releasing this, I knew that I was going to have to pick it up. What I will say is the Works edition of this is beautiful. It has orange sprayed edges. It's absolutely stunning, so highly recommend. But this one I believe is a paranormal romance, which I cannot wait to dive into. The cover is stunning. All of Lila Sage's books have been absolutely beautiful, but this is just like next level. It's not real people on the front, but it gives that more realistic look, and I really, really love it. This is the back if you want to have a read of this one. I got this copy from the Works. No, I didn't. I got it from Waterstones. I'm getting confused now. But you can obviously get it from the Works for £5, so I would highly recommend that one. Randomly, I went into Asda the other day and I had to check out their book section, and I picked up 2 books. The first one is The Wrong Game by Candy Steiner. This one again is another one of those books that was on my wish list for months and months and months, and I saw it. It was £5. That is the only reason I picked that one up, to be honest. And then I have this book, and this book, I hate the cover. I actually despise it, and I have looked everywhere for a more discreet cover. Can I find one? No, but that is Pen Pal by J.T. Geisinger, I think that's how you pronounce their name. I have heard really good things about this book. I've heard a lot of booktubers and booktalkers go on and on about how good this book is, but the cover just gives me the ick. Like, there is no way I'm gonna read this out in public. Like, I'd be so embarrassed. I just can't do it. But I do really want to read this book because I've heard really, really good things about it. It's not that long either. It's literally 350 odd pages. Like, it's not a lot at all. But yeah, I've heard a lot about this book, so I can't wait. Even though the cover is not my vibe, I am very excited to dive in. Next up, I have 3 books by Tate James, and I had these books again on my Amazon wishlist for absolutely ages, and then I ended up taking them off. However, I was watching a Larry Reed's video like a few months ago, and she was going on about these books, about how they got her out of a slump, how amazing they were, and I trust her with my whole soul. Like, I know that she will recommend the top of the top of the top best books, you know? So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have to order them. Like, I need to read these books. So that is what I did. So we have Dear Reader by Tate James. We then have Watch Your Back, also obviously by Tate James. And then we have You're Next, again by Tate James. Would you believe these? I am really excited about as part of the Devil's Backbone series. This is the first one. If you want to have a read, obviously you are more than welcome. I'm going to go into all of these completely blind because I just love not knowing what I'm reading half the time. This is book 2, obviously, and again, this one just looks, oh, it just looks so good. I love the cover. Like, I love the matte with the gloss. Like, it's so beautiful. And then we have the third book, which is Your Next. Oh! I have just noted how clever. I've just noticed this. Hold on. Let me show you the synopsis first, and then you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look, so this one is like a burning page. Do you guys see? It's like a burning paper. Then the second book, it's more burnt, and the third book is even more burnt. That's so clever. I was wondering why they were kind of different, but that makes so much sense. Genius, honestly. Back when I started my reading journey, I started reading The Summer I Turned Pretty. I read the first book, and I won't lie, I didn't love it. Like, it wasn't a book which I read and thought, this is amazing. And I think mainly because I definitely read it when I was younger. Like, I remember so much of it happening when I was reading it. I was like, I feel like I've read this before. I read books 1 and 2, and I could not for the life of me find book 3 in the same covers that I have book 1 and 2. And I wasn't going to order it. I thought, you know what, I'll just wait for it to turn up in the same cover so I can get it. And I found it, and it was in Waterstones. I hate this. This I absolutely hate. It really annoys me. But this is We'll Always Have Summer. Of course, I have watched the series. It was perfection. It was the most amazing series, honestly. But I just really want to read this anyway. The only thing is, it has no flop. Like, 0, you know, so it's just weird. Anyway, I got it from Waterstones, so I'm happy to have that now. The next book we have is a book by Megan Brandy, and she is the author of Say You Swear, which is one of the most incredible books I've read. Honestly, I absolutely loved it. I know some people that have hated it, and I'm just like, why? I thought it was so good when I read it. Maybe if I read it now I'd think different. It was a few years ago, but this is Trust Me Always, which is part of the series. Again, feel free to have a pause and have a read. I am yet to read book 2 in this series. As I'm filming this, I actually have it on my current TBR, and I would love to read it this month. I really would, because it sounds amazing, and I'd love to get to book 3. So that is book 3 in that series. And then of course, I had to pick up Love Arranged by Lauren Asher. I haven't started this series yet, mainly because every single book so far in this series is an absolute chunk. Like, these are big books. We're talking, what, 550 pages? Like, absolutely insane. I can't wait to dive in. These actual paperbacks are stunning. I love them, and I love Lauren Asher's writing, so I definitely will read these soon. I don't know, maybe I should wait until the series is finished. I don't know. I did like her other books, so I need to hurry up. And the last paperback I have to share with you before we go into the absolute mammoth stack of hardbacks, which for somebody who's not like an avid hardback girly, I don't know how this has happened, by the way, but this is probably one of the most exciting purchases, and that is of course my 20th anniversary edition of the Twilight paperback. I'm so excited to have this. Honestly, you guys know I was going to pick these up. Like, there is no way I wouldn't have, and I just cannot wait to have a really lovely like Twilight display in our flat when we move out. But I'm just very excited. I've obviously read Twilight. If you guys haven't seen, I did a whole reading vlog reading the entire Twilight series, which please go and watch it if you haven't. I had to get it, and this one has the So When the Lion Fell in Love with the Lamb on the side. It's a beautiful edition, absolutely stunning, honestly. And I know you can get this one actually from the works now for £5. You can get it from WH Smith's, and you can get it from Waterstones, so everywhere seems to have this one. Okay, so now moving on to all of the hardbacks. I seem to have a lot, and again, I don't know how this happened because I'm not an avid hardback girly, but then actually I hate breaking spines, so maybe hardbacks are the way forward. I don't know. The first one I have is actually something which me and my mum both got. what, my mum is the sort of person who, she really enjoys a Freida McFadden book, and I think she wants to read, but she finds the act of sitting still, I think, quite difficult, because she can't just sit there for hours and read, you know. But we both found this in Waterstones, and we were like, we should do this together, and that is the Waterstones Advent Calendar romance book. How fun of an idea is this? Like, this is such a good idea. So essentially you basically get one chapter a day. So you open it up and it says, open a sealed chapter every day and discover the next chapter in this Christmas story set in a ski resort in the French Alps. Make sure you have a letter opener or a ruler and a hot chocolate by your side. And essentially, yeah, you have a day per chapter. So you open it up and you can just go through each chapter day by day. I think that's such a unique, fun idea. I have seen a few people do this year, but this is just beautiful. And again, to be honest, I don't really know much of what it's about, but I'm really looking forward to diving in. And me and Mum have made a promise that we're going to do this in December, read the chapter, and we're going to discuss it, so we know neither of us have fake read it. So that is the first hardback I have. The next hardback I found in Waterstones, I absolutely 150,000,000% did not need, but that is Beach Read by Emily Henry. This is the Waterstones exclusive edition. Did I need this book? No. There is no rhyme or reason as to why I bought it, to be honest. It's probably one of those books. Oh, look how beautiful that is. I have another edition of this in hardback, which I'm pretty sure Ryan picked up for me when he went to America. So I didn't need this one, but did I buy it? Absolutely I did. I couldn't not. So that is that one. The next book I mainly picked up because of the most immaculate sprayed edges I have ever seen. Absolutely beautiful. This is, of course, Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. I have honestly got a few Stephanie Garber books to read. Have I read them? Absolutely not. No, I haven't. I have got 6 of her books literally right behind me, right here, and I have read none of those, so I don't know why I picked this one up. It was mainly the sprayed edges, but it was £11 in WH Smith, so I couldn't say no. Then we have Rebecca Ross's most recent release, and that is Wild Reverence. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is the Waterstones exclusive edition with the most beautiful sprayed edges. I didn't even know this one was available, but I messaged my friend and I was like, can you order it for me? Like, I'll come in and get it when I get a chance. And she was like, yeah, they have the sprayed edge edition. And I was like, give it to me now. I need it. I absolutely need it. It is a little bit dinged up at the top, but you know what? For the sprayed edges, it's so worth it. Again, I don't really know much of what this one is about, so feel free to have a little pause. But yeah, I am excited. And to be honest, I have heard nothing but good things about Rebecca Ross's writing, so I cannot wait for that one. The next 2 books I am so excited about. They are both by Rachel Gillig, and I have had these books on my radar for a very long time, but as soon as I saw they were bringing out not only a hardback, not only a sprayed edge, but also like an exclusive edition, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to get them because I feel like these are the copies I'm gonna want, and I'm really trying not to buy multiple of the same books. I say that, I've done that like 3 times in this haul. You'll wait and see. 4 times actually, so that's just irrelevant. But anyway, this is One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. I am really excited for this series. The sprayed edge is absolutely beautiful. I've honestly never seen a sprayed edge so stunning in my life. Like, look at that. Aren't they stunning? And I just feel like this time of year is perfect for these types of books. So please let me know down below if you've read these. What did you think? Do you think I'll like them? Because I'd love to know. But yeah, I got those as well. Then we have a little bit of a throwback book, and that is Picture Perfect by Jacqueline Wilson. I have Jacqueline Wilson's other newer release, which was, I can't remember what the book was called now, but I saw this in Waterstones and it matches the other one, and I was like, well, I mean, if I'm gonna have one, I may as well have the other. This one is also a signed edition. Jacqueline Wilson basically brought me and my friends up when we were kids. Like, we read Jacqueline Wilson books a lot. There are so many of her books I read, like Lola Rose. Like, that book I feel like really messed me up like when I was younger, because something happens at the end of that book which I did not see coming, and when you're really young reading it, you're like, what? Like insane. So yeah, I'm really excited to have this one, and of course it is a signed edition, which I'm just really thankful to have. So that is her signature in there, and I just cannot wait to read her books, especially as an adult. I'm really intrigued. The next book I picked up, I feel like was completely Kendall's fault. Kendall, if you're watching this video, I blame you for this, because you told me that the first half was really good, the second half maybe not so much. Did you say that? Maybe it was a bit slow, I don't know, but the really good bit caught me, so I just bought it anyway, and that is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I have never read a book by this author ever. I did not read, what was that book? The Addie LaRue one, Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, I think it was called. I haven't read that book. This one sounds intriguing because this one is basically about vampires. So I was like, well, I'm going to give it a read, obviously. It's an absolute ginormous chunk of a book, though. It is literally, let me see. Oh, it's only 530 pages, but for some reason it looks massive. I'm intrigued anyway. So that is that book. If you guys want to have a read the back, you are more than welcome. I'm really intrigued by it. So please let me know down below. Have you read this book? What were your thoughts? Be brutal. I'd love to know. The next book I actually have two of, and I thought that these were going to be slightly different, but it turns out they're both exactly the same. So I'm going to have to return one or something. But basically, I bought one of these books and it had a sprayed edge and I thought, wow, amazing, great. Then I went into the shop and found they had signed editions with the sprayed edge. So I thought, well, I want that one, obviously, so maybe I could return it and kind of exchange it. Turns out I actually already have the signed edition of these books, and I have two of the exact, like, they're exactly the same. So I'm gonna have to take one of these back, I think, because I also have another copy. How did this happen? Hold on. Wait, this is, something's gone awry here. I somehow have, no, hold the phone, because I also have this edition. What? Hold, did I already do this? I'm having deja vu. I don't know what's happened. Okay, so I have these two sprayed edged. This one is bookshop exclusive edition. I think I got it from Waterstones. I honestly couldn't tell you. Then I have the signed copy with the different edge, but then I have another signed copy. This is what happens when you buy too many books, guys, because now I have 3 copies of the same book that I haven't read. I'm just going to put these down. We're going to pretend like that didn't happen, and I'll deal with that at another time, because that is an issue. I didn't even realise that I already picked up the signed one. Weird. Anyway, so keeping in theme with the accidental triple purchase, which I didn't even, honestly, I didn't want to think about that. I also accidentally pre-ordered the same book twice. Don't ask me how this happens. I have no idea. So I have got Metal Slinger twice. So I don't really know what to do about that either. I don't know how this has happened, to be honest with you, but I've somehow ordered 2. So this is Metal Slinger. If you guys didn't know, it is by Rachel, I don't know how you pronounce her name, to be honest with you. If you guys want to have a little read of the blurb though, you are more than welcome to pause it and have a little read. I love the cover of these, I'm not going to lie, and the edges are stunning. Like, it is something that, I mean, I can deal with 2 of the same book, but 3 is a bit ridiculous, isn't it? So yeah, maybe I'll put one of these on my Vinted. I don't know. Vinted is down below, so keep an eye out on there. If I do post it, it'll be on there. I'm just going to not think about any of that for the next 15 minutes. I need to deal with this and then I'll deal with that. So now moving on to a few books which I don't have duplicates of because I feel like we need a bit of a break from that. The first one we have is 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. This is the hardback special edition from Waterstones, and I really love Holly Jackson a lot. If you guys don't know, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, one of my favourite books of all time. It really helped me get into reading a little bit more. I loved that book and that series, and the show is fantastic, by the way. If you've not watched it, it's so good. This book wasn't my absolute favourite. This one is basically about a group of 6 friends. Obviously 5 survive, it kind of gives it away in the title, and they essentially get stranded in a car situation. I can't really tell you without ruining it. It's a bit of a weird story, it's a bit of a thriller, a bit of a mystery, but it was fun. It just wasn't my favourite. But yeah, that is the next one I bought. The next book we have is Immortal Consequences by Ivy Marie. I heard a lot about this book. I knew I had to pick this one up. I did actually pick up a special edition of this in America, completely forgetting that I already had this one at home, I won't lie. But this one is an academy setting, which I absolutely love. I love with my whole soul Zodiac Academy, and I feel like this is going to give that kind of vibe. So I'm really looking forward to diving into that one. We then have Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood. I have the first book in this series, and I just wanted to get the hardback in the same sort of situation because I have the hardback, the special edition from the first one. This is a signed exclusive edition. I can't remember if my first one was signed. I think it might be. So I just knew I wanted to pick this one up as well. Lucy is actually, or she was, a really big YouTuber. Like back in the day, I used to watch her videos a lot. So I just bought it mainly to be a supportive queen, to be honest with you. It's a series, I think, about a witch. It's very cozy, very like a cozy witchy vibe, so I'm excited about that. Of course, I could not pick up the special edition of Fearful. I am yet to read this one, and I really am putting it off because it's the last book in the Powerless series, and I don't know if I can mentally handle knowing that I'm not going to get another book. Like, I really am just struggling to pick this book up. I know I'm going to have to read it. I really want to read it, but I'm just terrified that this is all I have left. But yeah, if you guys haven't read Powerless, I cannot recommend it enough. It is the most incredible series. I love it, honestly, with my whole heart. But yeah, this one, the last one, and I have been putting it off, I can't lie. Next up is a book by Alex Asda. This book I couldn't not get. So this is essentially the Jewel and Crowns edition, I guess, of Light Lark. Is it other POVs? I'm not even really sure, but look how cool this is. Essentially, it's a book on one side, and when you're done, you flip it over and you have another point of view on the other side of the book. I thought that was so genius, so innovative, and also the sprayed edge, absolutely beautiful. I couldn't not get this, could I? I had to get it. I haven't even read Light Lark yet. Like, it's a series that I really want to dive into soon, but I just knew that I needed this, so I picked it up, and I'm so glad I did, because it is just stunning, absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited. The next book we have is another special edition, and that is On Wings of Blood. I keep pronouncing it wrong. I keep saying Of Wings on Blood. It's not, it's On Wings of Blood. I am really excited to start this series as well. This one is a vampire series. I've heard a lot of good things about this one, and again, it's another academy based book, which I just love. I love an academy setting. I don't know why. This one, I honestly am just so excited to start. I've heard so many people that I watch and trust say that this book was really good, and I have ordered book 2 with the special edges already, because I just know that I want them to match. That's when you know you have a problem. Do you know what I mean? You guys know how much I loved Quicksilver by Callie Hart, and if you don't know, she is releasing a book 2, which is coming out so incredibly soon. Honestly, I am so excited, but knowing that the second book isn't going to match the OG cover, which I have, honestly made my heart hurt. So obviously I had to repurchase Quicksilver in the matching cover, so that when the second one comes out, I will have the matching set. I can't have them not matching. I'm sorry, it will honestly annoy me to no end. This has the most beautiful kind of silver sprayed edges. I just love this book so much. Look at the character art. It's absolutely stunning. This book was so good. If you haven't read it, please give it a read. Like Kingfisher, I'm sorry. Insane. So I'm really excited about that one. You can actually pick this one up from the works as well. I saw it in there the other day, so definitely check that one out. We have another situation where I have 2 of the same book, and I feel like I have a slight reason as to why I have 2. So the first book we have is, of course, Alchemized, and this is a very popular book at the moment. Almost impossible to get your hands on. It's been insane. I feel like everywhere I go there's a gap on the table where Alchemized once was. Like, it's just selling out everywhere. Insane. I actually pre-ordered this one on Waterstones ages ago, so I do have the Immaculate Sprayed Edge edition, which I'm incredibly thankful for, because these are just like gold dust at the moment. You can't find them anywhere. I really hope they make some more so that everyone can get one, because the sprayed edge is absolutely stunning. Now, I knew that I wasn't going to want to read this. Like, this I bought as a display piece. I can't lie to you. I know it's insane, but I have bought it mainly to display. So when I walked into WH Smith's and I saw that Alchemized was half price, I couldn't not get it. I could not pick it up. So we have 2 copies of Alchemized. One is a special edition, one is a normal edition, and I will be reading the normal edition. It's absolutely massive, but I cannot wait to dive in. The funny thing is like, in America, your versions are paperback. Ours is a hardback. It's so heavy. Like, this has to weigh more than a kilo, like 100%, like maybe 1.5 kilos if I had to guess. Insane. So I had to pick it up. You guys know me by now. I have no chill when it comes to buying books. So just, we listen and we don't judge. That's all I'm going to say. And last but definitely not least, we have 2 of the most exciting purchases I have probably made all of 2025. And I'm not even exaggerating, because I saw these were coming out. I just knew that like 13-year-old Melody needed these in her collection. So of course, if you guys didn't know, it is the 20th anniversary of one of my favourite films, Twilight, this year. Not only did they release the paperback, which I showed you guys earlier, we also have a beautiful hardback in a case. I'm sorry, this is absolutely stunning. These are honestly the most beautiful books I've ever seen. Apparently they are going to release the whole collection looking like this, which you know your girl's going to need to pick up, but this is obviously Twilight. It's a beautiful hardback. It's got golden sprayed edges, and it is just Twilight obviously on the inside, but I just had to have it. I had to have it, so I ordered that one. And obviously I couldn't let these go either. So this is the entire collection of books from the Twilight series, going from Twilight to Midnight Sun, in the most beautiful hardback editions ever. You guys have probably seen these all on TikTok and on YouTube already, so I'm not going to go through them all now. If you guys want to see close-ups and stuff, I definitely can put some photos on Instagram or something, but these are stunning. These are beautiful hardbacks. The box itself is beautiful. I just knew I needed them, so I bit the bullet and I got them. Should I be saving money for a house? Yes, I should, because I move out soon and I need to buy things like a sofa and a bed. But, you know, worst case, I can make a sofa out of books and we can sit on this, because at this rate, I think I'm going to have to. So that is everything for this book haul. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and I know what you're going to say. You buy too many books, your overconsumption is insane. Where do you get your money from? I know. I don't know where my money comes from because it doesn't last me very long, if you can imagine. The overconsumption, I get it. But I will keep these forever. It's very likely that I will keep a lot of these books forever and ever, as long as they last and as long as I'm here. So I feel like, do you know what, I'm going to enjoy my money and I'm going to buy things I want to buy. Anyway, that is a ramble, basically to say that I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that I love you guys so endlessly much and I'm thankful for you. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please do. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, let me know down below, what books have you bought recently? I would love to know. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.